Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm really glad you're here. Today is Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday. It feels like fall. It's a little chilly, but it's one of those days right after you kind of leave the warm weather into the cool weather. I refuse to shut my windows. I have the windows open and my toes are cold and I don't care. I'm not shutting the windows yet, no way. So I had a beautiful breakfast this morning. I had overnight oats. Have you ever made overnight oats? One of these days, I'm going to show you how I make overnight oats. It's so easy breezy. You don't have to cook it or anything. It's just perfect, in my opinion. And I have it usually with fruit and nuts, cinnamon. So I'm going to show you that one day, very soon. I watered all my plants this morning. I do it every Sunday. It's kind of a big job because there's a whole heck of a lot of them in this house and they all got a nice big ass drink of water. Yeah, they're all looking really, really good. And I'm really grateful because my son takes really good care of them when I go away, and I'll be hitting the road soon. I'll be going to Texas. I'll be gone a couple of months. So when I come back, all my plants are alive and well. So I'm grateful for him. So I just got back from Whole Foods. I went for a few things, ended up getting more than a few things. I'm going to show you what I got. I got Lundberg rice cakes. If you have ever had rice cakes that you do not enjoy, it's likely because they haven't been Lundberg brand. They're more expensive than the other ones that you see, but the other ones that you see, they're like biting into styrofoam. They're nasty. These are nice and crispy and light and just, in my opinion, just perfect. I don't have them very often. I have them usually about maybe no more than twice a week. I don't want to make this my grain more often than just a couple of times a week because, you know, it's not the most nutritious choice, but they still work with my plan. I got 3 beautiful Bartlett pears. Aren't they gorgeous? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my cabinet pantry over here to ripen because they're really hard. They'll be a few days, probably a few days. And then when they ripen, if they're all ripened at the same time, I'll have one and I'll put the other 2 in the fridge. So that will stop the ripening process so they don't rot. I also got, I never buy grapes, but I don't know, I got a craving for grapes. So I got some nice, delicious red seedless grapes, nice big bag of them. So now that I'm having a fruit at lunch, I don't normally have a fruit at lunch, but I added a fruit at lunch in order to get back into my maintenance weight range. And so I thought I would get some grapes. And they look delish. They look plump and delish. I got a bag of, what else is new? Japanese white sweet potatoes. My favorite thing on earth. Love these things. I only got a few of them, but I'm going to get a bunch to take with me when I leave for Texas because I don't know if I'll have access to them. So I'll get like probably 4 times as much as this. And I like to wrap each one in a piece of newspaper or like a brown paper bag just so they're not all touching each other. I like to store them under my bed in a cool, dark place. And then I have a stash for when I'm down in Texas. I got a nice bottle of balsamic vinegar. I got that. That will be delish on salads. 1 bag down. So I got some baby arugula. Yummy, yummy, yummy salad. I got some organic chicken thighs and organic chicken breasts. That will be perfect. And the reason I got 2, and it's only me, one of them, this one, the expiration is the 21st of September. That's like so many days away. So that's because it's all vacuum sealed. So I'm good with that. So I also got a package of tofu. I used to eat tofu all the time. I haven't gotten it in a long time. And I'm going to show you how I make tofu that's delish. And if you haven't tried tofu or you don't like tofu, try it my way, because my way is good. And it's a very, very inexpensive protein option, you know? So stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you how I make that real soon. I also got myself a half a pound of wild-caught shell-on shrimp. Yeah. So that will be a nice treat. I like that. I like these cooked and then chilled, and I like it on salads. Cold cooked shrimp and salads. Delish. I also got a package of dates. I don't choose dried fruit often at all because I would rather have a nice big piece of fresh fruit. But I need to have this in when I'm low on fruit, and this keeps in the pantry for a long time. So if ever I'm stuck on a piece of fruit, like if I go to grab my last pear and I open it and it's rotten, now I have like no fruit, I just go to this, get my 2 ounces of dried fruit. So that's what I do. That's why I always have a dried fruit in. I also got my favorite beets, Olympus Greek beets. These are the best. I know I've seen them on Amazon. Amazon sells them, and I haven't seen them any other place except for Whole Foods. They're very, very good. They're the next best thing to fresh. I also got a bottle of cardamom, ground cardamom. I'll tell you why I did that. In my Dandy Blend, somebody told me, you should try cinnamon in it. It's really good. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I just do a little sprinkle of cinnamon in my Dandy Blend every morning. For those of you that don't know, Dandy Blend is just a hot morning beverage that I enjoy. I'll put a link in the description for Dandy Blend. You can look it up and see what it is. So it's delicious with the cinnamon. So now he tells me, you know what else I'd put in it now? Is a little bit of cardamom, not much, just a pinch. So I was like, oh, can I have some of your cardamom so I can try it? So I took some cardamom, tried it. I love it. Just a pinch of cardamom, a sprinkle of cinnamon in the Dandy Blend is absolutely amazing. So now I have my own bottle of cardamom. Another bag down. Okay, so the next thing I got is 2 eggplants. I don't think I've ever made eggplant on my channel, and that's another recipe I'm going to do for you. I'm going to cook these 2 eggplants. They are delicious. They're on plan. There's no fat. There's not cheese melted on it. It's not fried, and it's very, very, very good. Promise. I promise. I promise. And I got some eggs. I always get the pasture raised. That's what's been recommended to me. Pasture raised organic. And I get the extra large. They come in extra large. So why not get extra large, you know? Yum. These will be good for my omelets in the morning. My rice omelets. I got a grapefruit. Now, remember how I told you how to pick a grapefruit? You go through all the grapefruits and you pick them up and you see which one is the heaviest for its size, because the heavy ones are the juiciest. I also got myself a couple of avocados. These need to ripen. They're hard. They're very hard. But I have a few in the fridge that are ripe. And just like the pears, when the avocados are ripe, I go put them right in the fridge. So they stop ripening and they stay fresh. Works for me. I also got myself an apple. It's called Crips. Crips Pink. Crips Pink. C-R-I-P-P-S. See that? I've never had that variety, but pretty soon I'll never be able to say that again because I will have had this variety. I'll let you know how it is. So there's my 3rd bag down. I'm very happy with this haul. It's going to serve me well. So I'm still getting some things from my garden. Yesterday I went out, I got a pile of green beans. I got some chives, I got some cucumbers. Look at these green beans that I picked yesterday. Will ya? Oh my God. So I cooked 2 batches in the Instant Pot. That will be about 3 meals or 4 meals. I have another bag of them that are in the fridge, and as soon as these are finished, I'll cook those up. They're so good. They are fresh picked. I picked them, I trimmed them, I washed them, put them in the Instant Pot, cooked them, ate them. It was just like, how much more fresh can you get? It was so good. So, but the gardening is coming down to a close. It's getting chilly, but the beans like the chili, like the kale and bok choy and lettuces, they all like the chili. This would be the perfect time for a second harvest. If I wasn't leaving, I would have done it. I'm going to say about 3 weeks ago would have been the perfect time to pull all the old yucky plants that are all kind of done and put all new seeds in and get another whole amazing crop, because it's the weather, the cool weather. It's the perfect weather for all the greens and herbs and even the green beans. But I won't be home, so I won't be doing that. I'm leaving. Another bit of news I have is that my song, which I have distributed on with a distributor, and it's on all the music streaming platforms like Pandora and Spotify and Apple Music, all those music streaming platforms, my song is available. So I have done no promotion whatsoever. So I suppose if I was promoting it, perhaps things would be moving along, but I guess I'm not really motivated to do that. But wasn't I surprised that I got my first check? It's been less than a year. I got my first royalty check for this month. It was $27. And I was just tickled pink. I was just like, it's not even about the money. It's just like, wow, people are listening to it and it's generating income. It's kind of really cool. If you haven't heard the story of the creation of my song, I'll put a link to that video in the description, because it's an interesting story, how this song was born. So as you know, my son had a lot to do with the production of it. And my ex-husband, his father, also had some input on it. And the way that I figured it, of all of us that were the 3 of us that were involved, I listed my son as 50% owner, myself as 40, and his dad at 10. So that's how it's distributed. So I gave my ex-husband $2.75. And I gave my son $14. And that's just what we did. It was kind of funny, because I was like, here's $2.75, here's $14. It was kind of cool, will I ever promote it and try to see if I could get it out of the bowels of Spotify, where it's just like down there deep, like it doesn't end up on playlists, it doesn't come up in searches really. If you search dance music, it's not going to come up. It takes a lot of time and effort and work to get that from the bottom, to get it in the stream, Not too sure I'm motivated to do that, but it's kind of interesting after I got my first check to actually consider it, So just, it's just fun. It's just fun. So I have my personal trainer coming over in a little while. Right after lunch, she comes on Sundays, and she's working me hard. I enjoy when she comes. I enjoy the whole feel of it. I don't enjoy doing it because it's hard, but when it's done, I just feel like $1,000,000. I'm very curious to see how it's going to work for me when I hit the road, because I'm going to do sessions with her on Zoom. I've never done a session with her on Zoom. They've all been in person. She comes to my house. So I am going to be taking my yoga mat with me. I'm going to be taking a couple of small things that I need to do my workout, things that take up almost no space. When she created this workout for me, she created it with the van in mind. You can do everything outside of the van. So I just have to stay committed to it, and I have to be wherever I am and pull out that yoga mat. If I'm in a rest area, I need to be willing to pull that yoga mat out, get my iPad out, get her up on the screen, and have her work out with me right there, just in public. I need to be on the beach in Texas, and I have to be, I have to be sitting with the girls and relaxing and having fun on the beach, and I need to remove myself from that, get out the yoga mat, put it on the sand, get my personal trainer up on the screen, and do my workout. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I just don't know yet. But I bought a handful of in-person sessions, and I bought a handful of Zoom sessions. So I will soon be dipping into my Zoom sessions as soon as I hit the road. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to experimenting with that. I'm hoping that I stay committed to it because it feels really good. It just really feels good to be committed to an exercise routine. So I'm very, 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 very excited about Tuesday, which is the day after tomorrow. I have a friend from London that's coming to stay with me for 5 days. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to have him be my guest. And I'll be sure to introduce you to him as he's a content creator as well. And we plan to do some collabing together. So that should be interesting. So I'm renting a car so that I can have a car so that the two of us can go do things while he's in Boston, because my van is just a one-seater. I could have just borrowed my son's car, but I said, I just feel like having my own car. We'll just come and go. And then as soon as he leaves, I'm out of here to Texas. That's the timing. I'm going to start my journey down to Texas, and I'm hoping to meet with some of you along the way. I have you all on a list. I have the states in the order that I'm going to be traveling down, and I have the names of the people that were interested in possibly meeting up along the way. As soon as I get near that area, or I even know when I'll be there, I will reach out to you and say, this is where I'm going to be if you want to meet. It might be a trip for some of you. If I'm on one side of your state and you're on the other side of that state, you've got to come to me. I don't want to be kind of veering off everywhere because it'll take me forever to get there. So I'm really hoping to meet some of you along the way. That would be so cool. So I'm going to go finish enjoying my day, and I'm going to have a simple, beautiful Sunday, and I hope you do too. Bye for now.